It's 2026. Whether you bought it in with a bang, a quiet cup of chai, or just fell asleep at 11 p.m. like me, I'm so glad you're here. New year, fresh start. And maybe, just maybe, a chance to get a little more real with how we show up. Not just on Instagram, but in real life with real people. Hello, 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 and welcome to season 3 of Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips, India's favorite little corner on the internet where we decode the art, the science, and the complete comedy of communication in everyday life. I'm your host Sarika Singh, and let me start by saying this Happy New Year! Welcome to 2026, my friends. New year, new season, new energy. What is same? Same is your mission, the same old mission. My mission is the same to help you communicate like the person you know you're capable of being. And your mission remains the same to improve. Before we get into today's topic, let me paint a tiny little picture. Imagine you're at work. It's Monday morning, you're standing outside the meeting room because your boss just said, "Can you present the numbers today, Devin?" And Devin, which is you, is scared. "Can you present the numbers today?" That was a sentence that comes with 5 hidden emotions: panic, disbelief, confusion, regret, and the classic, "I should have worked from home today." And in that moment, your body is doing its own thing. Your heart is doing a jazz, your breath is somewhere up in your shoulders, your voice is like, "Listen, I'm checking out, you figure this." If this sounds familiar, here's the good news. Today's episode is about how to hack your body so that your emotions fall in line. Science backed, totally doable, and extremely effective in office life emergencies. Also in real life. This is the perfect episode to kickstart the new year because if you master these tiny techniques, your 2026 communication game will not be the same. Let's go. Let me share the first strategy for today. I call it breath reset. You know, your breath is like a remote control for your brain. You press the right buttons and instantly you get calm. You get instant clarity. One wrong button and you've had it. Okay, I'm going to share one technique which Stanford researchers swear by. It's called the physiological sigh. It sounds complicated, but literally it is a 3-step process, very, very simple. So, when you're doing a physiological sigh, number one, you take one deep inhale. Take your breath in, one deep inhale, followed by a second little inhale on the top, like that. And then in the third step, there is a long, slow exhale. So, one deep inhale, a second little inhale on top, and a third long, slow exhale. This is called the physiological sigh. When you do this 2 or 3 times, your brain actually slows down its panic wiring. When sometimes your manager suddenly asks you, "Hey, listen, can you quickly take us through the deck?" And when the manager says this, your soul leaves your body. That is the time when you do just 1 or 2 of these physiological sighs. Nobody will notice. You look like you're adjusting your posture or like you're clearing your throat. But internally, your heart rate drops, your voice stabilizes, and your brain goes from "run now" to, "Okay, we can survive this." Maybe you're giving a feedback to a team member. Sometimes when you're giving a feedback, your voice gets shaky. Just do 2-3 of these physiological sighs. You know how to do it. One deep inhale, a second little inhale on top, and the third long, slow exhale. Practice this. It's very simple. It's extremely effective. And when you do this, you walk in grounded. Your team members interpret your steadiness as confidence and clarity. Try it the next time you're waiting outside the conference room for a presentation. You walk in with a steady mind instead of that emotional equivalent of 47 tabs open. Breath first, psychology later. People subconsciously read your breath rhythm. They read your vocal stability. They observe the tension on your shoulders and they observe how relaxed your face is. When your breath is controlled, your non-verbal behavior becomes steady and you seem confident because your physiology literally is your breath. Try this out. If you do, don't forget to tag me in your stories on Instagram. My handle is Communicate101. I love to share your wins. Let me walk you through strategy number 2 while you practice your physiological sigh. Remember, one deep inhale, 1 second little inhale, followed by a long, slow exhale. What is the strategy number 2? To give you a clue what the strategy is, let me just say, it reminds me of the song, Walk Like an Egyptian. See you on the other side of the break. Okay, now that you've tried the breath reset, it's time to start the posture reset. I'm talking about strategy number 2. Fix your posture, fix your perception and your brain. Let me just confirm to you, I'm not here to give you a moral science lecture that often your mom, your dad would have said, Seedhe baitho, sit straight. No. I'm not going to do that. I'm here to tell you something wild. Your body posture, hear me, your body posture can literally change how confident you feel. Studies from Harvard, Columbia, and Ohio State show that expansive postures, which means open chest, raised chin, shoulders back, they increase feelings of power. While constricted postures, which means hunched shoulders, arms folded inwards, they increase feelings of anxiety or defensiveness. And some early power pose findings that were debated, they said the psychological effects, not hormonal, are strongly supportive. Expanding your body increases the subjective confidence, and contracting your body increases the subjective insecurity. Your brain basically thinks, if I'm taking more space, I think I'm safe. So, when you expand your posture, when you open your chest, when you raise your chin, when you put your shoulders back, your body is telling your brain, I must be safe, which means I am confident. Strategy number 2 is called embodied cognition. Okay, one more big word, but the technique is simple. The idea that your brain takes cues from your body. Embodied cognition. If you stand tall, if your chest is open, if your chin is parallel to the floor, your brain says, oh, okay, we are safe. And suddenly, you're calmer. If you shrink, you hunch, you fold your arms, your brain thinks, danger, threat, boss, sab kuch khatam, bhago. Most people walk into meetings like they're trying to disappear. Phone in hand, shoulders collapsed, eyes down. Should you be doing this? Of course not. Instead, put your phone away before entering, shoulders back. Walk in slowly with relaxed steps. Don't swing, but relaxed steps. Make calm, slow eye contact. And hold this for 1 or 2 minutes. Because this is what shifts your neurochemistry towards confidence. This is what reduces your cortisol. You haven't said a word, but your entire presence communicates confidence. People don't know you're using science. But suddenly, nobody treats you like a timid one in the room. Have you ever noticed when someone's hands are glued to their stomach, or they keep fiddling with a pen, or they keep swaying like a palm tree in a cyclone? They scream insecurity. Try planting your feet, keeping your arms open, and using slow, deliberate gestures. Not dramatic, just grounded. Your body expands, your brain says power, and your audience says confident. And yes, this works even if your insides are screaming run. People unconsciously judge your confidence by 1. How much space you occupy, 2. The speed of your movements, and 3. The openness of your chest and shoulders. Your nervous system also tunes itself based on your posture. Funny, but hear me out. If you have a tall posture, your brain reduces the threat signals. Automatically, the insecurity drops. But if your posture is collapsed, your brain activates threat. Insecurity shoots up. The strategies that I share here are basically gold mines from my trainings that I do to make people confident leadership material. I train individuals, I train corporates, I train students, everyone to become confident. Because until you're communicating confidence, your technical skills alone don't matter. If you want to sign up for any of the training, personal or group sessions, hit the website communicate101.com. Schedule a call and get on your confidence building journey without a second thought. So today, try out the tall posture. Try the breath remote control strategy. Tell me how it went. Tag me on Insta. My handle is communicate101. Let's move to strategy number 3. Where? In the next segment. Okay, this one is my favorite because it is so simple, so underrated, and so powerful. Your face, especially your jaw and your eyes, is directly connected to your emotional circuit. In psychology, it's called facial feedback loop. The facial feedback hypothesis, supported by psychology and neuroscience research, it says that your brain reads your facial expression. Your brain reads your facial expression and adjusts your emotions to match it. So when you frown or when you tighten your jaw, what does your brain do? It ramps up the stress hormones. Automatically, your anxiety increases and you come across as tense or unsure. But when you relax your facial muscles, when your face is relaxed, especially your forehead, it doesn't have that frown. Your jaw is relaxed. Your brain interprets this as safety. It reduces internal stress signals. You look confident. Also, a slight smile, not a big one, activates the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve which regulates calmness. So, when you slightly smile, your vagus nerve gets activated and you become calm. Relaxing your eyes signals openness rather than insecurity. Yes, your face can literally trick your brain into feeling calmer. So, before walking into a tough meeting, unclench your jaw. Come on, relax your eyebrows. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. When you're tensed, your tongue has touched the roof of your mouth. Please bring it down, release it. Soften your eyes. This tiny reset tells your nervous system, all good, we are safe. So when your colleague suddenly asks, why didn't you finish that report? Instead of freezing, relax your face. Take one slow exhale and answer. That 2-second micro reset saves you from sounding defensive. You come across clear, composed, and confident. Many people frown or they purse their lips unconsciously. this makes them appear defensive or rigid or insecure. Just keep a soft face. Just slightly smile because it signals openness. And when responding, respond in a calm tone. Your relaxed face tempers your emotional state and it influences theirs. You walk in with a tense face and you're feeling tense. They start feeling tense. Walk in with a soft face and suddenly you're balanced. Your manager will see you as someone who's emotionally mature, not someone spiraling internally. Try this strategy while I'll see you on the other side of the segment. Okay, obviously this is 2026 and this is the first episode of Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips for the year 2026. Obviously, I'm going to come with a present. So, my present is your cheat code for 2026. Whenever you're heading into something important, a pitch, a review, a meeting with your boss, a difficult conversation, or a tough Zoom call, do this 2-minute reset. It's your cheat code to cheat your brain, cheat everyone, including yourself. Like they say, fake it till you make it. You look confident, you present yourself confidently with this 2-minute reset. Number 1, breath reset. Takes only 30 seconds. 2 physiological sighs reset your nervous system. Number 2, posture reset. Takes only 45 seconds. You stand tall, shoulders back, open chest, feet grounded. Followed by the facial reset. Takes only 10 seconds. Relax your jaw and your eyes. That's it. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 10 seconds. How much is it? It's less than 2 seconds. 2 minutes, isn't it? My maths was never good. And in this reset, you walk in like the best version of yourself. No, it's not fake it till you make it. This is simple physiology, biology, neuroscience. Your body is giving your brain instructions. So, my lovely Communicate 101 family, now that we start season 3 and that's how we start 2026, we don't rely on tools like motivation, willpower, emotional strength, but we rely on something which is far more reliable, your body. Use it wisely, it will transform the way you show up at work and in life. People showing up with a smile on their face, nodding along in meetings, laughing at jokes, but inside they're stressed, they're confused, they're overwhelmed. They're just holding it all in. Their body announces their insecurity before they've uttered a single word. But let me tell you, you can hack your body to convey what you really want it to convey. Let the new calendar laden with new goals have new auto replies. And before I sign off, thank you for sticking with me for 3 seasons. This podcast started as a small idea on my living room couch, and now it's a part of India's morning routine for thousands of professionals. I feel grateful, I feel energized, and I feel ready for a brand new year with you. If you like this episode, share it with a colleague who always panics before presenting. Share it with your boss if you dare to, or your HR manager. Basically anyone who has a body and who has emotions, which is everyone. This is Sarika Singh signing off from Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips. See you next week, and until then, don't just communicate. Communicate smart. Thank you for listening to this episode of Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips with Sarika Singh. If you want to be notified of upcoming episodes, be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow the podcast. I'll be back to share more stories, more life experiences, and more communication tips every Friday. If you want to reach me or connect with me, just put your comments in the comment box below or mail me at info@sarikasingh.in. I know you're going to rate and review this podcast, so a big thank you in advance. Stay tuned and think about what we talked today.